this is Harmonica Bill. That song that I was just playing and trying to make it a harmonica version of that song is called Believer by Imagine Dragons. I called my granddaughter up and said, hey, can you suggest a song that I could introduce this video with? And that's what she came up with. So I adapted it to the harmonica. So you can use the harmonica for a whole lot of things. Okay, last time, what we did was go over basically information about the harmonica. And we talked about playing chords and also playing single notes. But what I want to talk to you more about tonight is playing single notes. There are two methods to do that. One, as I mentioned before, is the pucker method, which is the one that I use mostly. And the reason I use it mostly is because my style of play requires me to play a lot of single notes, and I like the expression that I can get from the harmonica by playing single notes by puckering. You can also do it by tongue blocking. Most of the blues players, those that are professionals that one might see out in a concert in Chicago or someplace like that, blues players play a lot of chords. And it's much easier to play chords. And the advantage of tongue blocking by playing chords is that you can do some vamping with it. Let me show you an example. And all I'm doing is putting my tongue on and off of the holes of the harmonica, and I'm playing a single note out of the right side of my mouth. But let's talk about that later, and I'll come back to that. But what I want you to do is when you're doing the pucker method, the pucker method does not mean tighten your lips so much so that hardly any air gets through there. So that's the important thing is to have your mouth stay very loose. And actually, what you do is put the harmonica in there like that. And then tip it up a little bit. Let me show you from the side what that looks like. Okay, let me show you the reason why you tip the harp up. And with the pucker method, because it's really not so much the pucker, like this, because you want your mouth to, that's your sound chamber, and you want that as full and open as you can get it. You don't want the sounds to come out like this. And that's really tight pucker. But if you go like this, but if you have the harmonica sideways, tipped up a little bit, it's much to your advantage. Now here's an example of what I mean by that. I'm going to put the harmonica straight in my mouth. There, I played the entire 10 holes on a blow. There, I did it on the draw. You notice the notes are not clean. You don't get single notes that way. You get one note or a single note, and then you get two notes played at the same time. But if you tip it up, your bottom lip tends to block the other holes. And let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to tip it up and do the same thing I did with the harmonica when I had it straight away in my mouth and blow through the 10 holes. Notice how crisp those notes are compared to like that. And they're crisp when you tip the harp up like this. So basically, That's what I want you to practice. And I would like for you to learn the scale starting on hole 4. How do we get hole 4? Remember, your breath is your eyes. So basically, that's what the message that I wanted to give you today. And thanks, and I'll see you at the next lesson.